Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning. We're getting ready to be back in church on Sunday morning, the 16th, at the Monreed Community Center. Our service, as usual, will start at 11 o'clock. Just a couple of notes about what we'll be doing at the beginning here. We're looking at the government guidelines for our religious services. We're going to try to do our best to comply with those guidelines, and it would be just about what we did when we left in December. We're going to ask you, as you come into the center, on the back table there will be a sanitizing solution. So we ask you to sanitize on your way in and on your way out. There will be masks on the back table for the time being until things change. We're going to ask everybody to stay masked for the duration of the service. And the only exception will be if somebody is taking prayer requests or preaching. Other than that, we're going to ask you to stay masked. Social distance by family. The chairs will be moving up to the back corner to get a better sound effect for the service. And we're going to ask you to, every family, to take their own chairs and to make sure that you are 2 meters apart from any other family group. For the time being, I don't know how this is going to play out. For the time being, at least, we're not going to resume singing. We're looking for direction on that. Right now, the guidelines say there's to be no congregational singing during the church service. We're going to comply with that regulation as well, for the time being at least. Only the message will be recorded. We won't be recording the first 15 minutes of the service. As we take prayer requests and do scripture reading, those kind of things, we just for those who are there, and we'll begin recording the message about 11:15. On a couple of future plans, we are planning on returning to singing as soon as we possibly can. It's a major part of our worship, major part of our church service. I'm still looking for direction, looking for specific guidelines, and just to make sure that that wasn't just a remnant of the last time. But for this Sunday at least, we're going to observe the request to refrain from singing. I was reading the guidelines, and I think we have a way to observe the Lord's table. We're looking at that, and God willing, we'll begin having the Lord's table. Maybe not every week, once a month or something for the time being, but we need to get back to observing the table. It's part of what we're supposed to do. So regulations, yes. Guidelines, yes. But we're back in church on Sunday, God willing, and we're going to give God thanks for that. Do the best we can to comply with the regulations and trust God with the rest, and pray that as the summer moves on, we can get back to normal fellowship, cup of tea, fellowship meals, all that kind of stuff may come back over the next few weeks. So pray for direction, and God willing, we'll see you all Sunday morning at 11 o'clock.